Okay, so we are doing an upgrade on a Caravan here. There were about 3 panels on this Caravan. It already had some upgrades that had failed. So it came with a handful of solar panels, which are excellent brand, but we just want to show you some things that other installers might do that we wouldn't recommend, and how we do it and what we would recommend. This is more for the somebody who's installing. You know, for our clients, they don't really need to know this. They know that we're doing a good job and we'll do it the right way. But it was just interesting when we pull these panels off and we see that they're changed and the fuses have been cut off, but really they shouldn't have been, so we're having to put them back on to reuse these particular panels. So Dan, do you want to tell us what the go is here? So what we're looking at and what you're needing to do?
Yeah, so these AllSpark panels are a really good quality panel. They actually come pre-terminated with MC4s. So these are MC4s, they're solar connectors. And the MC4s usually come connected also with a solar fuse on it, so an MC4 inline fuse.
Okay, do you want to show us one?
Looks something like this.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
So that there is a solar fuse, and that goes on the end of that termination. So that's what normally would come. And if you come down here, you can actually see we are actually using some AllSpark panels here. These are 135 watt high voltage panels, and this is how they would come out of the box.
Yep.
Okay, so the previous installer has installed 4 200 watt AllSpark panels. You can see here 1, 2, 3, and there's another one around the corner which we're not using in this application. But what they've done is instead of utilising the solar fuses and the MC4s, they've actually cut them off and they've inline joined them.
Right. Have you got original where they've cut them off? Is it this one here?
Yeah, down here. So you can see here, this is the solar cable that I've taken off, and obviously there's your inline join that they have done. So that's the solar cable there. You can see that's the solar cable, and that was on there. So that was there, and they've cut them off.
Why might they do that?
I mean, there's probably no good reason, to be completely honest, but my expectation is that they don't potentially have the correct tooling or don't have the understanding of how to connect solar panels up. So essentially these MC4s are required by the standard in RV installations. The standard actually calls for, it doesn't specifically call for the MC4 connectors, but it calls for waterproof connections. And one of the only ways to do that is with these connectors that are rated to be able to handle the constant current of a solar panel.
Right.
So what they potentially have done is they haven't got the right tools. So this is a claw crimper, ratchet claw crimper, which I use to connect up my MC4s onto the roof cables normally, but in this application I'm actually reconnecting the MC4s back onto the back of the solar panels as well. So we end up in a scenario where we can then bring connections out onto the roof with PV1F or solar cable, 1000 volt rated solar cable, and then we distribute those terminations on the roof, and then we connect our solar panels into those terminations. So this is just another example of potentially installers not really understanding, firstly, the requirements of the standards, not having the correct experience in connecting solar up onto various aspects of things. Cutting solar connectors off is an expensive way to go about doing a joint on the roof, because you've already got the connections
From manufacturer, the panel comes like that, so why
cut them off?
Yeah, right.
And the standard also requires you to have a fuse on on a solar panel of more than 3.
Mm.
So 3 or more solar panels connected in parallel, you would need to install a fuse to. And in this application, because we are running 12-volt battery and various chargers in there, we're actually going to run this in parallel. So the 3 200s are going to be running in parallel. The other panels we've got here are high voltage panels, so they're going to run in parallel as well, just through different solar regulators. But yeah, so just back to this, it's just
Not best
it's not fit
practice.
for purpose, no. So they've put Bluefield heat shrink on here, but it is missing a fuse, so it wouldn't have complied to the standard. And you got to think about maintenance as well, future maintenance. If something goes wrong, like you have a rock strike, for example, which quite regularly happens on caravans, you might be travelling down the road on a corrugated gravel track, following someone, and a rock flicks up and lands on one of your solar panels. The next person that comes to replace your solar panels has to cut this off and start again.
Instead of
It's
just simply
a pain in the
unclipping,
butt.
clipping it.
Instead of just undoing the MC4, you've got to re-terminate it. It's just a pain in the bum. So yeah, not ideal. Anyway, cheers.